Okay, yesterday I was marveling at the fact that I could see snow on our nearby mountains outside of Albuquerque in the early goings of May, but boy, it was nothing like this over the Cascades back in Washington State. How about this? Stevens Pass picking up about a foot of snow through yesterday mid-morning or so, and it caused a lot of trouble. Obviously, the plows were out there, but that didn't seem to help this pair of guys. Actually, a lot of folks tend to get stranded in this kind of weather. I think it may have caught them just a little by surprise. That storm is going to go north of here, and that's actually good news for us. But the tail end of that storm is going to whip up a little wind before the day is done, so that's what we'll get as far as that weather system's concerned. Right now, the wind, not a big issue, east-southeast at 7 miles per hour. Temperature also not really that bad, 44 degrees in Albuquerque, 40 in Santa Fe, and even Gallup and Grants. Even though it's cold out there this morning, these temperatures represent a good, 5, 6, 7 degrees warmer than yesterday at this time, so really no problems there. We are expecting a nice warm afternoon, but now the downside to this nice forecast, and that is the fire danger across northeastern quarter of New Mexico through 9 o'clock this evening. Combination of warm temperatures, low relative humidities, and those very gusty winds, which they will be gusty in this part of the state, represents high fire danger. So red flag warnings again in place, and that's going to be a common theme, I think, once we go through the second half of the upcoming week. Right now, winds are already starting to get a little brisk in the east. We've got sustained winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, but there is not a cloud in sight. All those snow clouds that were across the mountains of Washington State, they're way up here to the north in Montana and western parts of the Dakotas, and that means we'll continue to keep things nice and clear around here. And with the sunshine, temperatures rebounding nicely from the weekend. Actually, we did a pretty good job of bringing those temperatures up yesterday afternoon, but it can't quite compare to what we're expecting later today and for the next couple of days. You saw that right, 90 degrees plus down in the southeastern part of the state, but to go along with that warmth will be the breezes. And even though the breezes are probably going to be picking up statewide, I think the strongest winds for the better part will stay in the eastern half of the state today. Sunny and mild in the northwest, and sunny and actually warm down in the southwestern part of the state, where temperatures will climb into the mid and upper 80s. But the warmest part of the state, well, that'll be down southeast, where temperatures are in the 90s. 92 today in Roswell and Carlsbad, and close to 90 for our neighbors in Hobbs. Northeastern part of the state, where we have the highest fire danger today, temperatures here will be climbing into the upper 70s and low 80s, and even the northern mountains. Now, I know there's still plenty of snow on the mountain tops, but that's going to create quite a bit of a runoff today as we start to melt more of that snow with these warmer temperatures. 73 in Santa Fe and all the way up to near 80 by the tail end of the week. High temperatures today will be mid-70s in the East Mountains and upper 70s and low 80s around the metro. I do think from South Valley southward we will be looking at temperatures in the 80s. And while the Sunport and the official reading in Albuquerque may miss 80 today, probably going to get there tomorrow as the warm week continues. And yes, sunshine prevails day after day.